this is what last night's accommodation looked like. So did quite well actually, because it was a dormitory of 6 and I got it to myself, so I can't complain about that. Nice little sink as well. Shared bathroom, but hey, that's what you get. Just attached that today. I didn't want to do it for the first few days because before I'd even reached Groats, Land's End, it didn't even seem appropriate. So I've got that attached to my backpack and we'll see what happens. I don't think it'll get much headway, but hey, you never know. So just leaving the youth hostel in Penzance. I've had 3 good nights, not consecutively, but 3 good nights there. Some really great sleeps, and it's looking like the sun's shining. So said that before. I haven't got any accommodation booked tonight. Tried to book a travel lodge in Camborne, and it sort of came up saying the quote was £50. When you go and pay, it's £95. So I'm gonna have to try and work out what's going on there. But hey, we'll see what happens. Day 5 from Lizard, day 2 from Land's End starts here. It's about 8:45 in the morning. So going back on the coastal path in the opposite direction to the direction I came on day 2. Of course I had to get to Land's End, that's why I went the other way. Now I'm sort of starting to head north. So I'll cut inland, which is a bit of a pain having to go on roads, but the idea is to sort the tent issue out and get back on the coastal path as quick as I can. Here we go. So St Michael's Mount again in the distance, and just approaching Marazion again, and it's just after Marazion where I'll turn inland on a B road. But a big shout out to the Havelock North Rotary Club back home in New Zealand, and in particular David Smith, who sent me an email this morning. It's so neat to get little messages like that of encouragement. You know, I've been a little bit flat the last day or so, and it's just really perks you up. So big thanks, David. Really appreciated getting your email this morning. It landed in the inbox just after I turned the phone on. So thank you very much. Guy on the bike just passed there, just stopped and cycled along with me and just wished me well with that little sign I put on my pack. How cool was that? Thanks, buddy. I'm taking the B road to Gold Sydney, coming up soon.
Good morning and good luck.
This is Jo from the stores in Gold Sydney, and I've come here to buy a couple of flapjacks.
Keep the energy levels up.
She wouldn't let me pay for them. How? Wrong way around.
I feel bad now. I want to give you more.
No, not at all. Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
That's all right.
Good on you.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you very much. See you. Bye. And that was Gold Sydney, and a big thanks to Jo from the stores who gave me some free flapjacks. And the next place I visit is hilarious. Made some good progress today. I'm in a place called Townsend. It reminds me of the movie North by Northwest, and if you haven't seen that movie, you haven't lived. One of the names of the characters in the movie. Pushing on, going to have some lunch at Leedstown, which is 1.25 miles. I guess that in kilometres that's probably about 2. So I was going to maybe stop here, but I've decided to push on and have some lunch. It's just gone about 12:30. Some dark clouds ahead, so I need to make some progress. More than halfway there to Camborne. And here we reach Leedstown. That's good timing. There's a few little spits of rain coming up. I've had good luck with hitting little villages as it starts to rain, so fingers crossed it'll only be a short-term thing. Just stopped off in Leedstown to have some lunch. Well, actually those flapjacks from Jo in Gold Sydney. Thanks, Jo, again. They were lovely too. Would have possibly got some lunch here, but it says it's open now, but it isn't. But anyway, I'm full of energy. The rain is abated, and I'll be moving on in a few minutes. No one around, actually. It's a very busy junction, this one. Loads of cars coming through all the time. A bit of a quiet spot at the moment, but no human beings around. That's been the longest straight patch of road I've had all day. Having said that, even though it's been bendy and so on, it's I've never once felt unsafe. Everyone's been very respectful. 75% of the drivers when I've sort of pulled off to the edge, and will give me a little bit of a nod and a wave. It's been pretty cool, really. Been a beautiful walk here between Leeds Town and Placer Beadle. A bit of traffic, but never once did I feel unsafe. Plenty of spots to just pull over, jump out of the way. And it's been a really neat little walk. Usual little place, Placer Beadle. Finally a footpath. Although I didn't have one single incident where I felt unsafe, you never know. So I think I'm just about a kilometre and a half now away from Camborne. And yeah, it's been a good day. It's 3:30 p.m. I'm looking forward to stopping now. Oh, there's a 30 sign. That's promising. Some unique architecture. So we head on down. About a mile away now. Still can't get my head around miles. So I guess that's 1.6 k's. It's always a bit of a shame when you arrive at a destination like this in Camborne and then find out you've got another 2 miles to go. But hey, things could be worse. Yeah, no comment. I can see the travel lodge, I think. That's where I'm booked in tonight. I reckon that'll be it. One advantage of a broken tent. It's going to cost me. But at least I'm going to get a bed for tonight, which I otherwise wouldn't have done. That was a real neat sight when I saw that sign coming around the corner. Done about 27k today, and I've really enjoyed it. Time to stop. So this is what about £50, about 100 New Zealand dollars buys you. A bed for the night. So it's about 4:30, 4:15, 4:30, and yeah, about 27k's today. And as I said before, I've really enjoyed today, but I'm pleased it's over. Just working the legs in. It's funny, just haven't been able to do the kilometres I managed to do on Te Araroa a couple of years ago. I think it's just because it's early doors. I'm sure I'll get there. But today was a good one. Felt a real bounce again. And oh, there's me. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. I've not yet decided what to do, whether to take a rest day or to push on. I'm going to have a rest day either tomorrow or the next day, so we'll just see. So that was day 5 from Lizard, and that was a good day. Today was a good day. Felt there was a real spring in my step again. Nearly 18 miles, 27k's, and initially on the coastal path to Merzion, and then on the windy B roads all the way through to Camborne. And as I mentioned on the video, the drivers were just excellent. I made sure every single time I got well off the road as much as I could, and people just acknowledged it. They just waved at me, and rather than just trying to carry on walking, felt very safe all day. Not one single incident. So excellent driving from the people who passed me. Tomorrow I'm going to push on to St Agnes. My brother-in-law Andrew has a good friend Mark who lives in St Agnes, and he's putting me up for the night, and just spoken to him and possibly got the accommodation for the second night for a rest day as well. And that'll give me time to sort the tent issue out, hopefully, and basically another bed for the night, which is just where I'm getting the best sleeps. So I felt there was a real spring in my step today. Really happy with the way the day went. Highlight of the day. Gosh, there was it was really great receiving an email from David Smith from Havelock Rotary. It's just so nice to get comments from back home, and that club has been so supportive of I Care for Africa. But also the guy on the bike who pedalled up beside me, and this was an early morning, and it was just such a nice guy, made so many positive comments, and it just pushes you along that little bit. But also Jo in the store in Gold Sydney, who gave me the free flapjacks once she saw the little sign in the back of my backpack. So, yeah. Negatives of the day. I can't think of any. No. A good day. Today was a good day. And that was day 5 from Lizard and day 2 from Land's End.